While at Santa Anita, to keep us busy, we were given work to do. There was a great number of people working on camouflage nets for the armed forces. These nets were huge nets that hung from the ceiling of the stadium down to the stadium floor. And as colored burlap strips were woven into this netting, it was raised. I was working on a gardening crew, and we were assigned to trim a huge hedge. It was an oleander hedge that lined the northern perimeter of the track, and there was a chain link fence that was 8 or 10 feet tall with barbed wire on top. We were given makeshift ladders that were made out of 2x4s and given lopping shears and head shears to trim the oleander. One day I was up on a ladder and I was topping the oleander, and of course the oleander would grow outside the fence. And I was leaning over the fence trying to top the oleander when I heard a voice say, "Get back inside that fence." And there I saw a armed guard, a military policeman. And I said, "All I'm trying to do is trim the oleanders like we were told to do, and the only way to trim is to reach over." At which point he worked the bolt of his rifle, chambered around, brought his rifle up to ready, and said, "I told you to get back inside that fence." Well, naturally, I climbed right down. I put down my lopping shears, and I didn't work anymore that day. And that was the first time I ever had a gun pointed at me. On another occasion, someone happened to look back towards the stadium and noticed that all the camouflage nets had all been lowered at the same time, which is quite unusual. We knew something was going on, so we left our tools there and ran to the main part of the camp. And there we found turmoil, people milling about, and the excitement was caused by word that had gotten out that the interior police force, which was a private police force, on the guise of looking for contraband, were going through the barracks and the stables where we were housed, and they were stealing valuables from the evacuees.